In a world where African nations are often told they can't progress without a helping hand from the West, one leader just flipped the script. Ibrahim Traoré, the young, determined leader of Burkina Faso, has done something truly inspiring. He has built a $1.2 billion cotton empire, completely free from the strings of the IMF and Western control. This isn't just about money, it's a powerful story of courage, self-belief, and bold defiance. For years, Burkina Faso was known as one of Africa's poorest nations, heavily reliant on foreign aid and influence. The IMF and the World Bank often dictated its economic path, promising stability but creating a cycle of dependence. But under Traoré's leadership, a new chapter began. He refused to accept that progress had to come with conditions. He envisioned a Burkina Faso that could rise on its own, using its own land, its own labor, and its own power to forge its own future. Cotton has always been a part of Burkina Faso's soul. The country produces some of the finest cotton in the world, yet for decades, it was sold raw and cheap to Western companies, who then made billions from African labor. Traoré knew this had to stop. Why send the nation's wealth abroad when it could be processed, packaged, and profited from right here at home? This was the spark that ignited the idea for a $1.2 billion cotton factory. Not a dream funded by loans, but a mission powered by African hands. Just imagine it. Thousands of workers, men and women, walking into a massive industrial site, buzzing with the hum of new machinery, filled with the scent of fresh cotton and an overwhelming sense of pride. Every single fiber produced there tells a story of a nation reclaiming what was rightfully theirs all along. And at the heart of it all is Traoré, standing tall among his people, reminding them that this is about more than just cotton. It's about freedom. He often says that Burkina Faso doesn't need to beg for what it already possesses. This powerful message has become the core of his movement, a rallying cry for all African nations to believe in their own incredible potential. Building a billion-dollar industry without the IMF is no small feat. It requires immense vision, unwavering leadership, and an unshakable faith in your people. Many thought Traoré's plan was impossible. Critics dismissed it, and Western analysts called it unrealistic. But he tuned out the noise. He gathered local engineers, African investors, and regional partners who shared his vision. Slowly but surely, the dream began to materialize. Today, that cotton empire stands as a powerful symbol of what Africa can achieve when it stops waiting for permission. It's not just a factory, it's a declaration that the era of dependence is fading. A new sense of pride is sweeping across Burkina Faso. Farmers who once sold their cotton for pennies now see it transformed into high-quality fabric and exports bearing their nation's name. Young people who once dreamed of leaving for opportunities abroad are now finding meaningful jobs and purpose right at home. Women, who are the backbone of Burkina Faso's cotton sector, are finding new paths to empowerment through employment and entrepreneurship. The ripple effect is undeniable. Neighboring countries like Mali and Niger are watching closely. They're seeing that self-reliance isn't just a lofty ideal, it's an achievable reality. And now, they're starting to talk about forging their own paths to independence. Across the continent, a powerful belief is taking root. Africa does not have to depend on Western aid or IMF loans to develop. It can, and it will, stand on its own 2 feet. Traoré's bold move has stirred deep emotions across Africa. Some see him as a modern-day Thomas Sankara, the legendary revolutionary who dreamed of a self-sufficient Africa. Others view him as the voice of a new generation, unafraid, unapologetic, and fiercely patriotic. But what truly sets Traoré apart is his ability to turn powerful words into concrete action. He isn't just talking about freedom, he's building it, brick by brick, factory by factory. This $1.2 billion cotton project is about so much more than textiles. It's about total transformation. It's living proof that African wealth doesn't have to flow overseas. It can stay right here, building industries, creating jobs, and fueling hope for generations to come. The IMF and the West likely didn't see this coming. For decades, they've held the keys to Africa's financial systems. When a nation needed help, they arrived with loans, conditions, and control. But Traoré rejected that model. He wanted to demonstrate that Africa could create its own systems, forge its own partnerships, and define its own success. That kind of independence might make some uncomfortable, but it fills Africans with immense pride. Walk through the streets of Ouagadougou today, and you can feel the change in the air. People speak of Traoré not just as a politician, but as a symbol of national dignity. Billboards showcase the new cotton factory gleaming under the sun, with the words, "Made by Burkinabe," proudly displayed. It's not just a slogan, it's a powerful statement of identity. This project has also fostered something profound: unity. For the first time in a long time, the people of Burkina Faso are seeing the tangible results of leadership that puts them first. It's no longer about serving foreign interests, it's about building a lasting legacy for their children. Farmers, factory workers, and students alike feel a deep connection to this story. It's their story. And beyond Burkina Faso, the entire continent is taking notice. From Ghana to Tanzania, leaders and citizens are discussing this monumental shift. Africa is slowly but surely finding its voice again. The IMF, once seen as the ultimate financial authority, is starting to look out of touch in a world where nations are choosing independence over interference. The West can't ignore this either. Traoré's success directly challenges the long-held narrative that Africa cannot rise without its help. It's a clear, unfiltered message to the world. Africa can build its own billion-dollar industries, manage its own economies, and thrive on its own terms. There's something deeply emotional in that realization. It goes beyond business. It's about restoring dignity. For generations, Africans have been told they need saving, that their systems are flawed without foreign guidance. But this new chapter proves that the strength was always there. It just needed a leader to light the fire. Ibrahim Traoré lit that fire, and now, it's spreading. You can see it in the hopeful faces of young Africans who no longer feel they have to leave home to find a future. You can feel it in the renewed sense of pride echoing through the villages and cities of Burkina Faso. A $1.2 billion cotton empire might sound like just an economic statistic, but to the people who built it, it's so much more. It's a symbol of rebirth, a powerful reminder that Africa's own hands can and will build its own future. If you believe in an Africa that rises on its own, hit that subscribe button right now. Like this video, leave a comment with your thoughts, and share it to spread this incredible message of strength, unity, and independence. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.